Hello there, this is Sven Fournier. Here's our Mass Effect. Going to talk to the crew. This is after the first mission where we got Liara. At least, well, that's the first mission I picked anyway. You could go to all three in different orders before doing the Vermeer one, and then the... I think you can skip Vermeer and not choose between them, but I don't remember for sure. I'm not going to do that, though. Caden gets to go crispy. So, anyway. Onward to the joy of not going there. There's the elevator stairwell thing. Here we are. I do like how they changed up having an elevator in the next two games rather than the stairwell on a spaceship. But, I mean, it does have artificial gravity, but an elevator still makes more sense. If you're going to have something that's plain, at least have a ladder. That doesn't waste as much space or energy, but still. Stairwells are kind of like, why have two stairwells leading to the same place? Whatever though. Onward to the joy of talking to Ashley that everyone dislikes, because whatever. Come on, loading, loading, loading. Let's save though, just in case I say anything dumb. Here we go. It's easier to not say dumb things, but
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't
Sarah
come by to
Kerrigan.
get on Family Mail.
Okay.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. Same as you, I expect. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that, it's a wonder we ever have kids anymore. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen Hellwire away. Close enough to talk regularly, too far to make it back in an emergency. I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, 'cause he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who were really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us. Or at least, I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Okay, that's the last of that dialogue so far.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
I know I normally speak through cutscene type things, and that's to partially avoid getting people pretending that they own them just because they have the same footage from a video game. But yeah, I wanted to not be that way for her dialogue there. It's cooler, I think. Let's see, Garrus, do you have your mission
Commander,
thing?
good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threaten? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes, walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. We just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
He'll just keep making more.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Yep, let's go do that. At least have one mission there. Yeah, employers are always like, if you don't like it, you just quit. It's like, It is 120 degrees indoors, and you'd think we don't need air conditioning just because you have us all sign waivers about heat stroke. I mean, seriously? Or no, heat stress. It's like you could get heat stroke if you don't drink enough water. Just drink enough water, stand in front of the fans. Even if you're not working in front of the fans, just follow these procedures and you'll be fine. Yeah, while they sit in air conditioning, doing nothing all day. Whatever, though. Here we go. Oh, I know, it's paperwork they do. They gotta coerce all the actual workers to sign the things. That's a whole bunch of work. Let's see here. Finding where the heck the thing is. Transponder frequency. Oh, we can increase something here. Let's do decryption, the last one, and overload. There we go. And term is maxed. Okay, cool. Okay, journal. It's Dr. Salian. Okay. Head to coordinates. Herschel system, Kepler Verge. Kepler Verge, Herschel system. Alright. Let's save. Herschel system, Kepler Verge. Herschel system, Kepler Verge. It's the Herschel system of the Kepler Verge. Herschel system, Kepler Verge. Kepler Verge, Herschel system. Oh my word. First, where the heck's the Kepler Verge? Is it this one? Hawking, Etta, Kepler Verge. Newton, Herschel. There we go. It would be funny if they were...
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command.
Yay, Bishop.
We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology and live fire
In the
simulations.
video game.
One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
It's Edie.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Yeah, chill with it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can't affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes.
And there's no one else who can
We
do
could
anything.
bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you.
He must be the
The
only
VI
one not doing
controls all
something
the
Bishop
facilities,
cares about.
weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Bishop there makes me think of when I was working at Walmart, and there's always these managers who try to get you to do all their work for them because no one else wants to. Here we go. It's like, hey, you're not doing anything, right? Yeah, I only have 3 departments that I'm the only person responsible for keeping in order, and they keep calling me to do backup cashiering every 10 minutes, but yeah, I have nothing I'm doing at this second. Oh joy, a task that'll take 3 hours, woo. And they still want me to do backup cashiering. Wonderful. Alright, let's go. Bring some doom. Alright, so let's make sure everyone's leveled up. Alright, let's see. Combat armor maybe. Shield boost, yeah. Get more shields and maybe more fitness. Health by 24%. Oh, only 1 point now. Wonderful. Alright, so what should you do? Tactical armor, assault things. Yeah, let's max out assault. Gonna sneeze in a second. Sorry. Okay, yep. There's that. Now you have that. Okay, and let's get better armor for you, maybe. Yeah. So that's a thing, and that, and more of this stuff. There we go. And that's all we can do. Alright. Saving. Oh wait, no, let's do equipment first before saving. Garrus, we haven't upgraded your crap in a while. 170. Yeah, this is all good. And let's see here. Storm, Hurricane. Yeah, the Hurricane looks the best. I mean, slightly better accuracy on that, but otherwise better. Doom it like a hurricane. Something like that, I don't know. And let's keep wave weapon stability and, I don't know, tungsten rounds, synthetics, yeah, proton rounds, there we go. Yeah, good enough. Alright, this is mostly still better as is. And let's see here, medium Turian armor. What? Pink crap, really? Yeah, the red one's better. For not being a stupid pink thing. Okay. Damage protection, shield recovery, hardening. Smash and physics threshold. Ablative 4 though. And let's do that. And Ashley, let's see anything better here for you. Kinetic buffer 4. Shields, mobile accuracy, cooldown. Yeah, that seems best for her. Alright, and medium armor human is worse than what she has. And this is also worse. Okay. And I don't think I want that one right. That's the pink one right, or something. Yeah, that's a stupid pink one. Yeet. I'll take the worst thing rather than deal with that business. Alright, besides for this one it doesn't matter. We're just dealing with one crazy Solarian doctor that's not Morden and worse and mindset type thing. Morden wouldn't like this kind of experimental crap as far as I know. But yeah, let's go. What? Remain. Okay, there's the green. I just didn't see the other green one. No containers? This is just an empty cargo hold. Alright, here we go. Onward to the joy of doom. Nothing here. Nothing here. Alright, here we go. Come on. Where's the enemies? Enemies everywhere, but they're so slow on getting to me.
Action.
Test subject of doom. They sound like husks to me. Turn this up. Turn this up. Alright. Yeah, they look pretty much like husks. Sabotage. More sabotage. Oh well, I guess doubling up on that one. Whoa. Ah, the joy. Alrighty, wonderful.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
Did you actually move your mouth saying that? That would be... I didn't notice for sure either way. Oh. Did we already have that? Yeah, let's transfer that. And let's see here. Tungsten rounds. There you go. And what's this anyway? Heat sink, kinetic stabilizer, rail extension. Should have done that already. Oh well. Saving again. And I think it's just dialogue from here on out, because we dealt with the husks thing that the guy made. Probably could waste the med kit on this, but I think they should be fine. Which is always a fun thing to hear from supervisors at places. Like, you bring up concerns and they're always like, you'll be fine. It's like, this is obviously messed up and you could do something to work on the machine, but you're too busy talking to all your favorite employees. So you don't bother fixing anything. You just pencil whip every maintenance report to pretend you've done something, and that's why there's a 50% scrap rate. But quotas, quotas. You just control things by pretending numbers. Let's see, where the heck are you? There you are.
Thank you for saving me from those things.
That you made.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
Dun,
You're
dun,
crazy.
dun.
He's crazy. Please, don't let him do this to me.
Put him out of his misery so we can get going.
Gladly. Your days of butchering are over, Doctor.
No! Please! Please!
Over there.
Yeah, there's no way that it would be allowable for him to do that stuff. So let's see, adrenaline burst, immunity, shield boost, just overkill.
And stay down!
That was satisfying.
Good. Remember that feeling. That's how it should be.
I will.
I usually pick the
Well, I guess we're
Paragon
done
stuff,
here.
but it's like, yeah, that guy needed it. Forget quartz. That thing doesn't deserve quartz. It's just a video game, so of course, all that stuff, whatever. Medical station, decrypting of doom. There we go. Ooh. Hopefully they won't say that we're having too low of decryption anymore, because that would be annoying, wouldn't it? Ah! Just have to actually win it. Freaking Frogger. Save. No, didn't mean to save over that. Oh well, I mean... Oh my word of doom, 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 doom. There we go. Oh my word. Alright, saving. Delete. Yes. And save. Alright, there we go. And let's see what's in the last room of doom here. Just the captain's area, or the pilot zone. It's interesting how they only have like the window here. I mean, if you're not gonna have... Oh, whatever though. You'd think if you're only having computer view screens, you'd have more just a shielded area completely. But yep. Oh well. You're gonna have windows, have it look cooler than just the skylight. Crap. Ah, here we are. Everything is confusing. For me anyway. Whoa. Yes. Let's leave. And let's see. Maybe talk to Liara, and then talk to Ashley next. But I'm not romancing Liara. I will see what Ashley says, though, about it. And then see if Garrus has anything more to say. Already gave Tally the Geth data, so that's pretty much her loyalty thing here. But yeah, that's not Miranda's thing, that's just... This is the captain's quarters in the first two games. Nothing really notable. Which they really improved things in the second and third with the model ships and whatnot. The space hamster of doom. So all the locker things. Alright. talk with us. Anything
Yes,
useful?
Commander?
Ah,
Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I need a better volume control. Alright, here's Liara. And I'm not going to ask a question about Asari physiology.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I.
She could go crazy otherwise.
I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
We should talk about
Do you know
Benezia.
why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
Which is like,
We
we
were
should
the
have learned
first
it in a
species to
school.
discover the
If
Citadel.
they actually had
We were
schools that taught
instrumental in
anything.
forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mate. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
Right.
I don't understand. Your
Mating
species.
is the true connection. We then pass these traits onto our daughter.
What happens to your partner?
Others can be more long-term. Sometimes
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia
she
is?
rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know
I thought you always needed another species.
Think about it. Union with... It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union.
Maybe she wanted to meet you, but...
Benezia...
And
many
in Mass
Asari
Effect
raise
3
their
you
children
can do
alone,
that.
particularly if the father species is short-lived.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use
Oh
that
crap,
term.
I got
I
a
thought you
loop.
always needed...
Come on.
It is possible
They're like the
Benezia's
Dracs.
partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been...
Maybe she wanted to meet you, but couldn't.
Benezia
Come
never...
on, let's get out of this
Many
loop.
Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari lived for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Depression?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Oh my word.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
See anything new here?
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people.
And you get to.
Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
Wrong.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Alright, and I didn't do anything that sounded like romance as far as I know, so let's see though if Ashley has anything to say about talking with the Liara already, or if it takes another mission or two to have it click. Yeah, it is interesting how there's dialogue options there. It's the nature of role-playing games. Getting to see branching decision trees and whatever. Alright, let's save. Oh, we can't save while that's doing an animation, I guess. Now we can. And see if there's anything new to hear. Already got Rex's armor.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I think she's being straight with us.
Yeah. Hey, want me to ask her about her sex life? Might be illuminating.
This would be new dialogue, wouldn't it?
I don't think she's used to teasing. Good-natured or otherwise.
Aw, no fun, Skipper. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Okay, so that's sort of a thing. Alright, so I didn't realize that was a dialogue there, but it is, apparently. I guess there's probably Tali to talk to. I gave her the guest ticket. Krogan, Rex dude got his armor. But, yeah. Anyway, calling it a day for now. We'll do more stuff later, see if there's...